Hey everyone, Sean Smith here with Dedicated Commercial Recovery in Roseville, Minnesota. I'm the founder and CEO. Sitting down with our new Vice President of Operations, Terry Christensen. Terry, welcome to the vlog.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome to Dedicated.
It's been a fun couple weeks so far.
Yeah, 2 weeks now so far?
Yeah, coming up on three.
Coming up on three.
Yep.
Yep. Awesome. Well, we have been growing like a weed over here at Dedicated, and especially with given what's been going on with COVID and everything like that, it's been pretty crazy. But thankfully, Jay Kiefer, who's our executive director of operations, has long needed some help. And when you have to access and really work with a lot of data, combined with forward facing with clients, combined with our team, that takes a pretty special skill set. And Terry, I appreciate you coming on board. Maybe you could just give everyone your background.
Sure. Excuse me, fighting a little cold here. So kind of my background, I've been married to my wife. We just celebrated 21 years last month, so we've been together since high school. It's been a fun ride.
Congratulations.
Yeah, in
That's
fact,
awesome.
even coming into here for the last 4 years, we actually worked in the same company side by side. So it's I have a really good, strong relationship with her. And then we have 3 kids. Our oldest just graduated this year from Anoka, and then I've got 2 others. His name is Noah, and then we've got Haley and Lucas. Haley's going to be going into 8th grade, and Lucas is going into 7th grade.
I have a Haley as well.
Do you? There's a lot of them out there. Me personally, I've been in the industry for over 20 years, with done merchant for 10 years, student loans, and healthcare for the last 10 to 12 years, and now I'm over here to the commercial side, learning a whole new thing. So I'm excited to be here.
It's fun. Once I switched to commercial, I even tried to go back slightly, and that was when we worked together, and then I went right back to commercial. It's like, no, and Terry and I have a background. We worked together for a brief stint before I started Dedicated, and just stayed in contact. So, I think that's a good segue. Is we worked together previously. You now come over to Dedicated. What brings you to Dedicated?
Good question. This is the one that I've been thinking the most about, and the challenge and change, I think, was kind of prompting me. What you guys do and how you do business here is way different than I've ever seen or experienced or heard about, and that was really kind of what grabbed me, and kind of really was the final straw that was like, yeah, this is something that I need to do. And the reason why is I'm still not sure yet. There's something deep down inside that's just telling me to go, and I don't know what the reason is for yet. And I'm just excited to be, when that finally gets revealed to me, with not only the work, but what you do and what we're going to do outside of work. That combination is the 100% reason I'm here. And then what transpires from it, I'm just excited to see what happens in the future. So
I know you give back, you serve with your personal time outside of work on some sports teams and things like that, with youth sports and other things like that. And what you're saying reminds me of what Corey, our head of HR, said in her interviews is, she wanted to make almost kind of the feeling that you get with your side hustle or serving outside of Dedicated, to be able to feel that during the day as well. And I think that comes back to some of the key things we talk about, like purpose and putting people before profit and chasing significance before just success. And I think that segues into the next question. Then would be is coming up on the end of your 3rd week now.
Sure.
How is that? What has it been like? What has been your experience? What was different from what you were expecting coming in, of what what you've been met with? How has that played out?
It's been good, and in fact, it's been kind of a throwback. You guys with Jay challenged me with him being out, being back on the phones full time, right? And that one threw me for a loop when he told me that Friday, my first week, that Monday I'd be collecting for a little bit. I lost a little bit of sleep over the weeks, a lot of sleep. But then Monday, got on the phones, got my first contact, worked throughout, and it's just like riding a bike. It was just kind of so that part, just kind of going way back and starting from beginning. But the best part of it, it's allowed me to integrate myself into the collection team, right? Get to know them, ask them questions, let them help me, and then in turn, kind of get to know some of their backgrounds and their stories. So the team is very talented, very committed to the company and to you. on top of that, now this week getting to know and work with the leadership team, I'm very, very excited with what you have and what we have to work with here. So very impressed.
I'm excited. I'm glad to hear that. I'm excited that part of what you said is the interaction with our team, not just on the talented side, but the commitment side. And I know that from, whether it be, our call model type and how we interact with people, it's just a different atmosphere than what even you and I have worked together in the past. So, we always like to wrap these up with something fun, and Tara, I appreciate you sharing so far. But what would one thing be that most people wouldn't know about you?
Well, I'll give you two things. Like I said, I've been with my wife for 21 years. We actually went to junior and senior prom together. So we've been together for a long time, back since 1995. But you kind of touch base with it. My number one passion right now outside of work is working with the youth and working with our community. I've run our youth lacrosse league coming up on 6 years. So on top of that, I've been coaching for 6 years, working with a bunch of great kids and great parents, just building a community. On top of that, I'm on the board and the big board, so so it's just hours and hours of dedication, but it's all fun. It's never a pain. I would do it every day if I could. So that's kind of me on the side. So
I love it. I hope you get that same sense here as we look at we're always serving our team, and I'm really glad that you got down and got in the trenches. I remember when we first worked together and I took over a couple departments, the first thing I did is I went and I just started doing the job. And the response was, we've never had someone come in here and start doing the job and ask us how to do it. They just came in and started telling us what to do. And we're like, well, how can I lead you if I don't know what you're doing day in, day out, and how you're doing it, let alone try to help to make it better. So, but hey, thanks for joining us on the vlog and hopping on camera. I know that's, these are lots of firsts coming on here as you come on to Dedicated, but pumped to have you on the team. It's something that I've wanted you to come over to Dedicated for years. Yeah. And it just truly speaks to the talent that we have here at Dedicated, the commitment, the level of people that are attracted to coming over to Dedicated is truly such a massive part of our success as our team. And just excited and happy to have you on board.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome. And thank you as always for tuning in. We appreciate it if you like, subscribe, comment, ask questions. And as always, God bless.